Gotta make this public. Is this chill? Is it a little too relaxing? Like, is that not something people like? Ugh. Can I add tags from here? Nope. What was I looking at? No. Oh, tags. Yeah. I guess we can talk about AMC. People want GME predictions. Everyone wants predictions. All right. We are live. Oh, I need my water still. Okay, let's get my water real quick. I got me agua. You got to stay hydrated on the stream. You can't be slacking on the hydration. Let me know if the music's too loud so I could turn it down. I'm trying to add a little bit of a vibe. What's up, George? How you doing? What is up, family? What's up, family? How are you doing? My extended family. So what's the move today in the markets? Move next week. What do you guys think? Oh, wait. OEG. 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 Okay, I'll look at OEG stock. Orbital Energy. It's not the first time I've seen something like this and then it trades sideways. Like, just imagine that it captured all any kind of liquidity between, around like 350, like $3 to 9 8 wait, like $3 to $8 just got reset. So as long as it's in this range, there is pretty much no direction right now, especially since it's still trading in the same range it was even 4 months ago now. Yeah. This could give you some indication where the next run might happen. People might start buying this up, but I think they wanted to trap some more investors. You might get pulled under $3 before you see this huge rally to 11. So that's what I think. That's how I would envision it happening if I were to think like a market maker, someone who's trying to capture as many retail investors' money as possible, at least short term. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my take, Matthew. Poll question. What's an interesting poll question? I want it to just be like, well, are the markets going to be red or green? No, I don't want that. I want something a little bit better. I'll talk about Sensonics Q2 in a second. Man, what is a good poll question that I could leave up for a while? I don't know. You guys help me. I'll post it. So help me with the poll question. I'll post it on here. I'll pick the best one out of everyone's. Jal for Zacharya. Damn, I don't know. Halasacharia? Is that supposed to be an A? The 4? I don't know. Anyways, Q2 earnings for Sensonics. I mean, how did they do the first quarter? And what did they say? So what I'd like to do is I like to go to the SEC Edgar. So you look up Securities Exchange Commission, SEC, and then type in Edgar after it. You'll get led to this website right here. And just type in any stock that you're looking for. And you can find all of their filings here. Their 10Q for Q1 was posted in May. They had 428 million shares as of the first quarter. Might have issued a few shares. We'll see once the filing comes out. So from the quarter prior, they raised a bunch of cash. This is likely not from sales. This is from their cash raising. I don't think they got investor money. They had to go and actually get a loan for this. So it's not like Nano Dimension where they are pretty much just, getting funds from investors. This is actually from, they're going to be paying interest on this basically. They got a lot more money to work with, which is good. They need money to expand. So that's how I would envision them using that. They got more liabilities. So they added on derivative liabilities. So they're issuing some kind of these options of some kind. Option and what else? Some other derivatives. So yeah, let's look at the revenues. Sensonics prior quarter, 31,000, sorry. 487,000 the following quarter for net revenues. Total revenues 36,000 versus 2.9 million roughly. But after, cost of sales, cost of goods sold, all that, they're left with 526,000, which really isn't all too bad. Considering where they are in the business, by the way. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, guys. Where was I? All right, so I got 10 people in here right now. What do you guys think is going to happen next week? Even though it's not really too relevant, like, are you guys more, tell me, are you guys more interested in day trading, or are you actually trying to invest your money for the long term? Are you trying to plant a seed and grow it, or are you just trying to, what's an analogy for this? I don't know. Are you trying to like coupon, like doing extreme coupon in a grocery store and getting as much as you can short term? That's a weird analogy, but it's the best I can come up with. Ask away, guys. By the way, is the music annoying? You guys into the jazz? Could always change the genre. Got some long-term investors. So what are you guys up to this Saturday? Like, what are you guys up to today? It's 3:00 on a Saturday. Y'all just hanging out at home, trying to get some things done, looking at the markets, budgeting, going out with the fam, trip to the museum. What are you guys thinking? Anyone in their cars? I know some people like to listen to these streams, commuting from and to work and things like that. Pretty much commuting of any kind. Got 11 in here now. Oh my gosh, I'm losing tabs, guys. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up. Okay, OEG stock. You guys want me to look at OEG again? What about OEG? We're gonna figure this out. Orbital Energy Group. Let's read their 10Q. Okay, they got 52 million shares outstanding as of May 17th. Okay, they doubled up their total current assets quarter over quarter. Total assets went up about a third. That's from the from their current assets. What went up exactly? They got some cash. They got some cash injection. Where from exactly? This doesn't tell the whole story. Is that from sales? Is that from raising money? They probably raised some money. Everyone raised money last year. Everyone. Everything's going up. Everything's flying. Best thing to do is start to capture as much liquidity as possible without diluting your company too much. It's easier to raise $1 million when your shares are $100 each versus when they're $1 each, if that makes sense. Okay, liabilities. How are they looking liability wise? So prior quarter 66 to 48. This quarter 94 to 50. So pretty much doubled up here, which is good. This is pretty healthy. preferred stock, 10 million shares authorized. 325 million shares authorized. So you guys can be diluted by this much if they so happen to do so. So they got a lot of wiggle room to go. Just keep that in mind, guys. They can dilute you up to 10 times less than what you have right now. But who knows where stock price would be in the event that happens. Revenues went up, these in thousands. So we're looking at 5.68 million, 9.49 million. Cost of revenues actually went up. So it was a little bit more costly to them to produce this much more money in sales. Selling in general went up. They hire some new people, get some new processes in there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read something else on these guys. Let's look at a current report. No, wait. We need to look at... That's an amendment. What is this current report? This is the... this is a filing for their annual meeting. Let's look at this prospectus. This will give us more information about them. Okay. Who we are. Let's go to page 7. All right, guys. Are you guys interested in orbital energy? Because I'm about to read a little bit of these guys. Okay, we got Orbital Energy Group, formerly known as CUI Global, is creating a diversified energy services platform through the acquisition and development of innovative companies. So this is like a holding company, and they're just interested in buying out other technology. They're not really doing anything. That's what I got from this first sentence. Orbital gas systems. Orbital Energy's group of businesses include Orbital Gas Systems. That's one. Orbital Gas Systems. I think these are one's like a holding company. This is like a holding company, and then this is like a subsidiary within a subsidiary. Is that how that works? Someone let me know. So I'm just going to say this is one. North America Inc. 2, Eclipse Foundation Group. 3, Orbital Renewables. 4, Orbital Power Services. 5, Orbital Solar Services. 6. So they have 6 arms in their business. Sorry, I got a phone call here. I got to send a text message here shortly. All right. I'm going to get back on track. Okay. Orbital Power Services provides engineering, construction, maintenance, and emergency response solutions to the power, utility, and midstream markets. Midstream, if you guys don't know, are the guys who are the ones who are purchasing gas from oil and gas producers from the upstream market. So it goes upstream, midstream, and then downstream. So upstream's from the ground pretty much. So the gas goes up, and then it gets purchased by the midstream guys who process everything, and then do something with the gas. They make propane, butane, stuff like that. But most important, our commitment to conduct business with a high level of integrity, respect, philanthropic dedication allows the organization to make differences in the lives of their customers. Okay, so they're just like in the business of helping the gas utility companies, those things. Okay, so I don't see anything like innovative, though I do see natural gas use and things of that nature going up. Like fossil fuels are going to continue going up. Like ESG is more of an agenda that's just being pushed, and like climate change and all those things. But regardless of all those things, guys, I do expect fossil fuels and everything besides, EV being more prevalent. Fossil fuels are still going to be used because there's just there's too much of it. Okay, we got 2 guys in here right now. So anyone listening, go ahead and drop any questions you have, and we can discuss whatever it is that you might be interested in. Let me edit this, make sure I got my tags right. What other tag should I put in here? Put keyword score. Yes. I'm gonna search live here. Live stocks. Okay. Now I'm gonna throw some Bitcoin in here. Bitcoin stocks, maybe. I know some guys have been talking about that who want exposure, who can't really get exposure to it. Curiosity Stream stock. Have not heard of it. Appreciate it, Isai. Did I say that right, Isai? Curiosity Stream stock. When is Nano Dimension going to explode? Whenever it feels like it. I think it'll happen when you least expect it. So I would avoid looking at Nano Dimension religiously every single day at all hours of the day. Okay, what is it called again? Curiosity Stream. Okay. Curiosity. Am I not spelling that right? Oh, there's no U. Curiosity Stream. Curiosity Stream stock, guys. I want to see what these guys are about. 52.5 million shares outstanding as of this prospectus. I'm surprised there's like not, there should be more information about them. Oh, it's a spec. Okay, so they already merged. The principal business of Curiosity Stream is to provide customers with access to high quality factual content via a direct subscription video on demand platform, accessible by internet connected devices or indirectly via distribution partners who deliver their content via the distributor's platform or system. The online library available for streaming spans the entire category of factual entertainment, including science, history, society, nature, lifestyle, and technology. Is this something for like homeschooling or just like school in general, or I don't know? Just it literally is just general entertainment, but it's factual. I don't know what do they mean by that. Like, how can you say it's factual? I mean, I'm pretty sure major news outlets think their information is factual, when a lot of the time there's an agenda behind it. The library is composed of more than 3,000 accessible on-demand and ad-free productions, and includes shows and series from leading nonfiction producers. Okay, so they have a lot of online. So I mean, it's an online business, so they should have pretty high margins. Cash and cash equivalents, pretty much the same. They doubled up their total current assets. What they do, short-term investments. Where did they get this money from? Current liabilities went up 7 million about, but their total assets went up by like 150 million. So pretty good financials, I would say. 230 million in assets as opposed to their only 54 million in liabilities. So they're not really tight on cash or anything like that. Revenues went up quarter over quarter. I think their margins are pretty much the same too. As a business model, though, how like sustainable is this? Where are they getting their videos from? I would have to check out their. Should we just go on their website? Thousands of documentaries. 15 a year. 25% offer. Is this actually though? They have a bunch of documentaries, but are these documentaries we wouldn't be able to see otherwise at all? Is this the only platform for them? No Netflix, no Hulu, none of that. Watch anytime, anywhere. Cancel your plan anytime. Just 3 steps. All right, we got a $2.99 a month. I mean, so does Roku have this? This could be pretty good if it's on a Roku, right? It's got to be on Roku. Does Roku have Curiosity? You can enjoy Curiosity Stream on the following platforms. On the Rokus. Okay, so streaming service that people with a Roku can use. So they have a means to get to their customers, which I think is very good. You have $2,000. With $2,000, my unpopular opinion, I would go heavy in like maybe 2 or 3 stocks. My top 5 stocks right now are probably Nano Dimensions and Sonics, Jumia. Valuation wise, hold on. All right, we're gonna pull up my portfolio, my stock portfolio specifically. All right, what do I have in my list? So I'm holding Nano Dimension and Sonics. These are my more speculative plays. These are some options I have, but I'm not expecting them to like 10x my account or anything. I'm just trying to make things a little more interesting while we wait for this sideways market to pan out. I'm planning on closing these options by like August 11th, by the way. Ignore all of these possible calls. Ignore this. Okay, I have to remove all of these. This would have worked already, but I think it's too late for that. So I need to, you know what, delete, and it's gone. Okay. I really like Jumia. People are looking at CRISPR Therapeutics a lot, and some other one that just popped off a couple days ago. I wouldn't chase it though. You know what I'm saying? You really have to do your research before you put your money in any of these stocks that I'm mentioning, by the way. So this is not financial advice. You can lose your money if you don't know what you're doing, but this is my stocks. I really like Nano Dimension, really like Sensonics, really like Jumia. I would say maybe Roku is another huge business that looks like it's going to keep expanding. Genomics is like something that they're really trying to push right now. At least ARK Invest has done some research regarding that. I don't solely follow them for my investment decisions, but I like to hear what they have to say because they have a lot of smart people on their team. Much smarter than me, by the way. Qualcomm, I mean, can't go wrong with 4G and everything, but I think their biggest customer is Apple, which is kind of a problem when you have a lot of your revenue coming from one customer. Did I not say Tesla? Tesla is a good stock to have. I would definitely have Tesla in my portfolio. I'm not like in love with any of these stocks. That's really the main issue I'm having with telling you what my top 5 are. because my top 5 is really like top like 2 or 3 right now. And I have Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not a stock, but it's an asset class you want to be exposed to. At Quasi, do your research on Bitcoin and get some exposure to Bitcoin. Learn how to custody it. That's the main part. Learn how to be able to buy it and then hold it safely. So get yourself a hardware wallet. Get yourself. I mean, people would say not to go the exchange route because it's KYC where you provide your social and all that. I mean, they're gonna know you have Bitcoin. So unless you're mining it in the middle of nowhere, they're gonna know you have Bitcoin for the most part. So just have that involved. Oh yeah, Square. I totally forgot about those. I prefer Square over PayPal. But Square is going to be much larger than it is now. PayPal also not really going anywhere. They're useful as hell. I love PayPal. Like when I use their services, I'm not invested in them, but I like what PayPal does. PaySafe. They're really tailoring to the sports betting and e-gaming community, I think. I made a video on them maybe like 4 months ago or something, 4 or 5 months already. Can have my number. You can't have my number, but you can message me on Twitter. You can message me on Instagram if you want to join the group and have more direct access to me. Like for the most part, whenever you can join the Patreon group. I'll pull that up for you. I'm going to sticky this in the chat so anyone who wants to join the Patreon group and support can. If you want, you can join the Patreon group. I post any investing. If I catch something like in the charts or I have a thought of any kind, this is where I post it. So this is a really great place to, get my, pick at my brain for the most part, because I can't always be on Twitter. But yeah, you can click that link and that's about as good as having my number. Yeah, PaySafe was a while ago. So I don't know how PaySafe is doing. So I think they're well beyond that window where they have like the $10 or $11 like safety net because they already merged. Analysts out of 8 are saying buy it. They missed Q1 figures, not really an issue, a lot of these businesses, guys, the growth stocks primarily are going to be stocks that pan out over an extended period of time. So don't expect anything to happen, week to week, month to month, even quarter over quarter. Like we're going to have to wait maybe a year or two before we really see things starting to materialize in any of these growth companies. But, as for speculation and, making some money from, exploiting, the technical aspects of investing and trading for the most part, like short squeezes and like stop hunts and market makers, things like that. Like that's much more involved. And you really do have to know what you're doing because getting caught in a bad trade sucks, but getting caught in a bad trade in a bad company sucks even more. So yeah, I would be cautious about that. But PaySafe, I really couldn't give you a really good opinion on it just because I would be lying to you saying that I know exactly what they're up to. I mean, we could read their prospectus. When was this? This was really recent, was it not? Yeah, this was in the end of May, so just a month ago. Okay, in this prospectus, they want to present industry data, forecasts, information, statistics regarding the markets in which they compete in. So this prospectus could be really good for kind of developing a thesis around this company and it as an investment in your portfolio, if you so choose. All right, guys. PaySafe is a leading global pioneer in digital commerce with over $92 billion in volume processed in 2020 and $98 billion processed in 2019. Remember, this is processed, so this is not revenue, okay? PaySafe generated $1.4 billion in revenue in 2020 out of the $92 billion and $1.4 billion in revenue in 2019 out of the $98 billion. So they processed less money, but managed to earn about the same amount of money. Net loss of 127 million and 110 million respectively. So they lost 127 million in 2020, 110 in 2019. We empower over 15 million active users in more than 120 countries and over 250,000 SMBs. What does that mean? Small and medium businesses across the United States, Canada, and Europe to conduct secure and frictionless commerce across online, mobile, in-app, and in-store channels, generating over 75% of our revenue from online and integrated commerce solutions. So they're merchants, basically. They just, they're middlemaning. We focus on specialized and high-risk verticals, including iGaming, and emerging markets, such as stock, forex, and crypto trading, direct marketing, which can include nutraceuticals and multi-level marketing. Think Vima, think Herbalife, think Advocare. Anything where it's like, hey, join me, give me $500, and you too can be successful like me. And then once you join me, you get 2 friends underneath you, your downline. That's the buzzword, downline. I feel like everyone's had their multi-level marketing phase in the past. Travel and entertainment and yada yada yada. Okay, so they did the merger, all that, and yeah, I mean things are going for them, but not something I would go at too hard. Okay, we got 16 guys in here. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you guys are learning anything from just being here and being a part of the stream. And if you really like it, consider hitting that subscribe button. Okay, I'm going to pull up a different stock on here, and I'm also going to change out of the traditional candles. I'm going to do some Heikin-Ashi. Makes it a little bit easier for people to identify trends. But I would say like really nothing's happening. Like you really can't compare any of the movement we've had over the last pretty much 4 months now to what we experienced last year for essentially, what was that, October through January. So 4 months of exciting, 4 months of boring. Are we going to get, is this where the cycle changes and we start to get another 4 months of exciting in the markets? I mean, on Nano Dimension on the 4 hour, we had the 100 moving average cross over the 200 now, and it's above the 200. So we're also making a somewhat reverse head and shoulders pattern, but it's not really as strong as I would like it to. It really needs to get above, I think, either this shoulder or this shoulder. Could this be a shoulder or could this be a shoulder? It's all up to you. But just comes with experience looking at the price action to really understand what's likely going to happen. Again, guys, you have fundamentals and you have technicals. Fundamentals, business does good. Technicals, price does bad. Still a good business, but the price sucks. So if you're depending on the investor, that difference in information between two investors, one might want to take advantage of it. The other might just sit on the sidelines. It's all dependent upon how you interpret the information that's available to everyone. I have access to all this information, but so do you. So if I read something and you read the same thing, but we come to, separate conclusions, there's a chance one of us has a slight edge over the other. So, You know, like if let's say we do a bunch of let's say that let's use nano dimension for example. Like, you know, we read everything and I come to the conclusion that there's a 10% chance that nano dimension becomes a multi-billion dollar company, and then you interpret it as maybe a 1% or less chance of being successful. There's a chance that I'll accumulate a lot more nano dimension than you, and in the event they're successful, I'll reap the rewards better just because I interpreted it with an edge over how you interpreted it. So I don't know, it's all that's like philosophical. You can't see my screen at all? Oh, no way. Oh, wow. How long has it been like that? I feel like it's been like that for a while. Damn, that's really annoying. I've been showing you guys some spicy information. Dang. All right. Well, I apologize for you guys not being able to see my screen. It's like anytime I minimize it for even the smallest reason, it'll cut it out. So I guess that's the flaw with StreamYard's with like their platform. Um but yeah, I'm invested in Bitcoin, Nano Dimensions, and Sonics. I have some Jumia calls, QSI calls. I don't know why the hell I bought these QSI calls. Again, I'm just trying to spice things up while things are really boring. Um, but I bought it for like 1,040 for the QSI calls, and the Jumia calls I bought them for it was like it was 395 times three. It was like 1,200 something. I forgot 12 something ish. So I'm already down like 35% on this 13, 14, like $1,200 that I put. But I have, you know, how many trading days do I have? I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I have 35 days of market movement to recoup any of this loss. So that's also pretty nice. What's up, Captain? I haven't seen you in a while. I saw you last stream, but I haven't seen you in a while because I've been really bad at hopping on streams as often as I would really like to do it. Yeah, guys, Captain RRRR, one of my first patrons, one of my first supporters, been around since the beginning. Really cool guy, and I'm glad you're still around, bro. See, the thing about stocks and investing is we all like can collectively pull ideas and thoughts together, and we can all win together. And you know, if we lose, well, we lose together. We have each other, and we all feel the same. It's you know like it's just a part of investing, and it's really nice to have people that you can help, support, and all grow together. So yeah, this stocks is really one of the only places that you can really do that as an investor. You know, businesses compete with each other, but we don't have to do so. I mean, we'll compete with shares available outstanding, right? But I mean, that's about the limits of our competition. There's plenty of liquidity in a lot of these stocks. I'm going to change the topic here. Why are stocks actually... No. Topic. I want to... you know what? I'm going to make a poll. I'm going to actually make the poll now. It's going to be involving... all right. We're going to do... I want to see the level of experience in here. It's kind of a weird way to ask the question, but I think you guys will understand. I appreciate it, bro. Okay, so poll question. All right, guys. How long have you been aware of investing as a way to accumulate? Oh, I need to fix this. I need to fix it. As a way to accumulate or store your wealth. I missed the word "to" in there, so just ignore that. But I got introduced to investing by my uncle when I was about like maybe I must have been like 10 years old. 10, 11 years old, maybe 12. Um, but I didn't really take it seriously until I got out of high school and out of college, which I did not graduate. Maybe like a year after I dropped out and started working, that's when I started to like take it seriously and try and learn. Um, but yeah, guys, answer the poll. I want to know, and yeah, we will go from there. Also, is the music distracting? If it is, just tell me. I can lower the volume. I can change it. It's a cool little vibe, right? Oh, pause that on accident. It's not. It's okay. All right, we've been on stream for about 50 minutes. I think it's crazy how some guys can be on stream like this for like, I've seen an 8-hour stream. That is very impressive, guys. If you can be on stream for that long. Sorry, you guys just watch me pick a freaking eye booger. Gross. I don't like this lighting. Kind of makes me look like I have eye bags. My light stand broke, and Amazon gave me a full refund 6 months after I bought this thing. I said, "Hey, please give me my $60 back." I ended up mailing them a stick, and they gave me my money back. Not a stick, but they gave. I mailed back the stand that stripped. It was so cheap. Pretty much as a stick, though. People were getting fired on Christmas Day. Big red flag. Nice. So did you ride the whole wave? You rode the whole COVID wave. I got more heavily invested in stocks around the same time, December 2019. But I was buying Bitcoin in like 2017, but then I sold a lot of it after it. I sold like half at like 18, 19,000, and then I ended up just holding that literally for like almost 3 years. And then I sold all of the Bitcoin to invest in stocks in December 2019. And then that's when everything started crashing. And then I just said, screw it. Why? I'm not going to sell. And that was the best decision ever. And that really solidified my thesis that there's no reason to liquidate your assets for cash that they could just print more of and devalue it. So Makes no sense. We're in a game of accumulation here, guys. Long term, it's how you do it. So, all right, we got 3 votes. We have one person who is a newer investor, one person who has some experience but still relatively new, and we got a veteran here of 5+ years. Actually, I would say more experienced. Veteran should be like 10 years plus. Veteran, you really have to experience. Like, I think you're a veteran once you experience maybe like 2 cycles, like 2 major cycles of stock market fluctuations. Like if you see your whole portfolio experience like a 50% drop or something, I think that puts you in that boat. But yeah, guys, don't be blinded by the instantaneous gains, the short-term intraday trading. Like, really, the system, the way the system is rigged is they want you to do things long term. You have short-term capital gains for a reason, right? So it's really rigged for long-term accumulation. If they raise tax rates too, by the way, like, let's say corporate tax rate goes from like 20 to 40%, that means no one's going to want to sell anything, because the second they sell it, they're going to be sharing 40% with Uncle Sam. So it doesn't make any sense to sell anything if they were to double the corporate tax rate. So also another thing that's going to incentivize more long-term holding of assets. So also keep that in mind. You really want to be long-term here. It's boring. I get it, but the fact of the matter is you just gotta, like, literally just deal with it. Let the world pan out how it is, and you'll be good. I think we'll be on the level of, maybe, I think all of us in here, if we invest consistently in the next 10 years, we will all be millionaires. If you can consistently accumulate the best assets that you can find and just hold on to them and continue accumulating, living below your means, well, all of us will be millionaires. Like, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But you have to stick to the plan. Okay, we got 5 votes. I got a few fivers in here. You guys have anything specific you guys want to talk about? If you do, let me know, and we could talk about it. You got 8 guys in here. We got 16 eyeballs in the room, assuming all of you have 2 eyeballs. Let me know what you guys want to talk about, and we will talk about it. I'll probably get off of here in like 30 minutes. Maybe a little sooner, just because I need to go work out, I need to exercise. Ooh, that's a good topic. How many of you here actually are concerned about your physical well-being and health just because of your venture into investing? Has anyone had that kind of epiphany yet of really focusing on your personal life and health just because of what you understand about investing now? Because how are you going to enjoy this accumulation of wealth if you're not healthy? Do you get what I'm saying? You gotta, you're doing it. You're saving your dollar today, investing your dollar today for it to be worth more later, so you can enjoy it whenever the time comes. But you have to have good health. You have to exercise. You have to, like, if you guys are sitting around, if a lot of you guys have desk jobs, like, you really need to, if you're not already, like, start exercising, guys. Really, like, not only is exercising good for you, it keeps your mind and your eyeballs off of the charts and mainstream media and all the bullshit that they post. Really, like, you don't need any of that. Just focus on yourself. Work, do whatever it is you do. Accumulate, and just really focus on making sure you're well, you're healthy, that you have not just yourself but your family in mind, so that way when the time comes you can you could really enjoy it. It really makes all the difference. Okay, we got 7 votes. We got a newer investor, which is totally fine. You got to start somewhere, guys. So don't be dissuaded because you haven't been in the game too long. The beauty is in the journey. Yeah, early morning workouts. Oh man, I have trouble with early morning workouts. I actually like to sleep before I go to work out, maybe an hour or two before I go to bed. AMC. Oh, AMC. I mean, again, people are taking advantage of the mechanics of AMC stock. People are taking advantage of the mechanics of GME stock. I think they'll do okay, but I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to move stock price. If you see Nano Dimension, like any of these companies we're looking at, if you start seeing the price start moving up before earnings, there's a chance that it'll sell off once the figures come out, just because people, again, it's psychological. That's just it comes with experience. It's just how it is. Literally, it's just how it is. For there to be a winner, there has to be a loser. So they want to take advantage of that psychological mind screw. As far as AMC and GME, remember, it's all the shorts being rated. When is Nano Dimension? Okay, hold on. What's going on with SOS? What is SOS? Clearly, it's something I've looked at in the past. I don't know if this accounts for. Oh, by the way, before I get into SOS, the earnings, Nano Dimension's earnings are expected. I believe it was. Damn. I mean, we could use this kind of as a frame of reference. Actually, not really. Honestly, I would expect them in honestly, Q2. We probably won't see it until maybe September. Probably September, guys. So we won't see it for another 2 months, I think. Back to SOS. So I don't remember when I drew this, but I think this has some. Okay, SOS. All right, I like this. If we're talking mechanical aspects of investing and trading, this looks pretty good. As far as risk to reward goes, if the company has decent fundamentals, I have not checked anything about. Let's look at their fundamentals real quick, but just on a purely technical standpoint, let's look at any stock splits there might be. I like using macro trends for stock splits. You go to prices and then stock splits, and then it'll account for any of the splits that have happened. So it came up to this high in 2017, fell back down, and is chilling around $3. But we have to account, these are $2017 and these are now $2021. They are not the same. So I'd really like to see some of their sales figures, see if they've expanded over the last few years, and maybe you could show some results because of that. That SOL Ltd Limited. Okay, so this is overseas because we're having foreign issuer filings and all that. Got around a total of 350 million shares ish. Key information. Current assets, they're sitting on, this is old. This is for the year, so this is old. So I mean, they're growing their current assets, growing total assets. Their revenues are growing pretty substantially too. They had a big drop in 2019 though. I wonder why. They are profitable though. So they're getting about 350 million, 5278 million divided by 350 million gives us around a 1.5 cent earnings per share, a little less. I mean, it's right here, but just wanted to do the math myself. So for 1.5 cents, we are going to be paying in profit. We're going to be paying $3.15. It might seem high, but remember, this is probably a small company that's looking to grow. So it will likely have this price to earnings fall as the earnings goes up or price comes down, whichever comes first. But anyways, I'll go back to the technical part. This looks pretty good. I like how this looks. It's under the 200 MA on the daily. We could see the death cross if it, continues to trade lower. Maybe what could happen is it'll start to trend lower, maybe break through this level of support from May of 2020 as earnings approaches. And if anyone wants to manipulate price, speculate, whatever, maybe we could have a nice little uptrend on earnings. The point is you need to have a plan. Whichever way you decide to choose, you could buy it here at support if you really wanted to. But if price fell against you, are you going to sell it? That's entirely up to you. That's why it's important that you understand the companies you're invested in, because some things you just don't want to hold on to long term. Bionanogenomics, I really like. The thing with ARK is saying that bionanogenomics is going to be the next big sector of growth. But the thing is, it's really hard to understand genomics without having some kind of like medical background. Like I feel like they could just say whatever, and we'll be like, "Oh, that sounds like it makes sense," and then you throw your money at it. Not to say that they're going to be lying or anything. It's just like I feel like you really have to have somewhat understanding of all the moving parts. I feel like with Nanodimension and Sensonics, there's just not as many moving parts. Nanodimension has their machine, Sensonics has their sensor. With bionanogenomics, I mean, they have their machine, but it's just the complexity of it, I think, is the hard part to understand. Anything with health, like, these I don't know, these guys go to school for years studying all that. So high risk to reward, I would say. But maybe higher reward, maybe not as much risk if you understand it better. Risk is determined on your analysis. So you might think it's not risky at all. I might think it's risky as hell. So it's really subjective. This is Bionano. This is Sensonics. This is Bionano. Kind of interesting. Like when you see them next to each other, they kind of look the same. Like one decided to go up a little sooner than the other one. It's almost the same shape. It's just like Bionano didn't go up nearly as much, Like it only went up to here, but it's doing the same patterns. Like an M right here. Bionano, smaller M. I mean, we're in between the moving average. Who knows? I think I like the SOS play better, but I don't know enough about them to, a fat position. But they're oversold on like 5 different time frames. So below the moving average. 4-hour looks oversold slightly. Could dip below more. It's really entirely up to you. Crypto made you lose sleep. Yeah. That's why I'm just heavily involved in Bitcoin and I don't really mess with anything else. at all. I have some cryptocurrencies from like a few years ago that I bought just cause, but I still have them just because the amount of money I put in them is just so minuscule, and I forgot how much I ended up buying them for that I didn't decide to sell them just in case they go up in value or whatever. But it's not anything I really believe in, if that makes sense. Again, these are like other speculative cryptos I have, but really the non-speculative one that I have a majority of my crypto assets in, I don't even like using the word crypto just because I think it's going to be a Bitcoin world, is Bitcoin. So, yeah. Tesla, Neo, yeah, those are good stocks to hold. I prefer Tesla over Neo, but China's again powerful country, so Neo's probably going to be huge. Just Tesla covers more more like Tesla energy, Tesla the solar, the batteries, they're gonna have HVAC, they're gonna have the autonomous robo taxis. They have freaking Starlink, like pretty much Elon Musk has multiple arms, to help Tesla. Do I have Tesla? I had Tesla. Tesla's actually where I made a lot of money in stocks in 2020 as the market started running, and then that's when I discovered Nano Dimension, and then there was a degree of luck to how I was able to compound the portfolio, because I like literally tripled my money last year from like it was pretty fat. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like talking about dollar figures. It's really weird. I don't know. It's weird to me. Some people are cool with it. It's kind of weird for me to talk about how much money that the portfolio grew, but it was a little lucky. But like I said, it can happen again. Long term, it's going to end up like that. It's compounded way more if you just get lucky and time it right. But I was really focused on fundamentals while everything was just freaking raging higher. Yeah, but I do like Tesla. Like I was almost going to sell my Bitcoin to buy Tesla at like I think it was when Tesla was around 400 something, 300 or 400 something just recently, and that would have literally made me like a lot. Like I probably would have made like almost six figures if I would have done something like that. Like insane. Not profit, but return. I would have got six figures back. Put 5 figures in, get 6 figures out of it. In a perfect world. Betting on Clove. Yeah, I saw that. That was nuts. Insane. So this is dead. Clove play is dead for a while. Don't expect Clove to do anything for a while. This, like, all this says is so many people are trapped up here that there's no reason for them to want to pull price back up here and let these people out. Like, let me pull up Nano Dimension, for example. Trapped for how long? May 2020 until my camera's September 2020. So May, June, July, August, 4 months. And that was the first run. I think it's gonna be longer than that, but we'll see. It's just if it's better to get in now than someone who bought up here, basically. Like if you chased it, you're gonna be waiting for a long time. That's my prediction. But if you're willing to, buy it and just hold it and sit on it for a while, like I think you're buying it at from the top, you're getting Clove at a 61% discount from the top. So yeah, don't chase it. ETCX, what is that? Oh, Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is actually the original Ethereum. That's exactly why I don't like any of the like Ethereum. I don't like what they're doing. They keep changing shit. That's the problem. They keep changing stuff. Like, why do they need to come up with an idea and stick to it for a long time? Because if they don't do that, like everyone's just going to use it as a price speculation. No one's going to actually use the damn thing. Bitcoin's been unchanged for 12 years. That's why it's really easy to just buy a shit ton of Bitcoin, as much as you can. Can you guys hear the music, by the way? Like, is there music playing? I don't know if I clicked it whenever I started sharing the screen. Yeah, I think I did. Anyways. Okay, I got 15 of you guys in here. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you guys haven't already, check out the poll. I have a poll. How long have you been aware of investing as a way to accumulate and store your wealth? Answer the poll. How long have you been aware of investing as a way to do those things? Let me know. Answer the poll, and I would like to know. And also, if you guys are learning anything from this, if you guys are getting any value from this, go ahead and hit the like button. That's all I ask. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And I really hope you guys are getting something from this. Market next week. I mean, week to week, sideways. I think sideways. There's no like major events happening. FOMC is not meeting for like a month, I think. Treasury bonds, so they were closing lower. Some would argue, okay, so if there's no inflation, or no, if there is inflation, why are treasury yields falling? Well, because of the money printer. This is signaling right here. Falling interest rates is signaling. So pretty much you can use this as a gauge. You know, as this continues to fall, there's a really good chance a lot of our portfolios are going to keep growing. Some faster than others, but everything is pretty much set up to go up and to the right. So this is Tesla right now. So when it makes major highs like this, so notice how when the market closed, it closed right here in between the channel, 50% of the way. Here's the bottom, here's the top, and it is halfway. The reason I picked these lines is because all these price reactions happened first. So this happened, this set the tone. Breached, fake breakout, popped back in, fake breakout, popped back in. So you really want to see a major break and then a bounce somewhere around here, and then a break and then a bounce around here. But yeah, don't short anything, by the way. A little, I mean, really, there's no trade here at all in Tesla. So if you're buying Tesla, it's because you like Tesla and you know about them. But there's no trade here. I appreciate it, Dan. Thank you. Yeah, no problem, Luis. The market like it was at the beginning of the year? Probably not. I think it's going to be slow, but still upwards. Like, I think everything's going to start moving up again, but it's going to be slow. It's going to be boring. And we'll have some dip days, some dip buying days too in the process. But yeah, just keep in mind, like, a lot of money moved last year. So a lot of the moves that everyone was waiting years for already happened. but it doesn't mean things can't grow still. So just just play the game, play the time game. Time is linear for all of us, so you just gotta who's more patient, basically. Just be patient. Be patient. We got 16 votes now in the poll. So a lot of more seasoned investors in here. That's great. Go ahead and share your thoughts too if you have any. Like, it's not just a place for me. I want you guys to be able to interact with each other and get some ideas out there. If you have any questions or you're concerned about anything, like the internet is a beautiful place. There's just so much information out here, and you can cross-reference like a million points of data, and then like come up with your own ideas and philosophies and things like that. Do you see Lucid competing head to head? Hell no. Hell no. They're first of all, the plaid just came out, so that's really going to be hard for them. I feel like people buying Lucid, again, it's like a different market because it's like more the luxury market. It's going to have like nicer interior and things like that, but like, I mean, just Tesla is just a beast. Like, if you're investing in Lucid, it's just because it's a smaller business that's going to grow, but it's not like, I don't think Lucid is the generational wealth play, but I mean, in a sense, it's competing because it's an electric vehicle, but direct competition, like, I don't think someone who's in the market for a Model S Plaid is going to consider buying a Lucid. I mean, maybe they will. I don't know. That's where you have to draw the line. As companies, like, you can make that decision, but investment standpoint, Tesla has so much more like to offer than Lucid. If you understand what I'm saying. So, I mean, there's different ways to think about it. Like, you have to understand, like, what's your end goal? Like, what are you trying to get out of it here? Are you a customer? Are you an investor? Like, what side of the channel are you on? Okay, we got 21 of you in here. Thank you guys. Anyone new tuning in, anyone coming back, thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Hope you guys are getting some valuable information out of this, some content. Yeah, it's very good. I hope I'm not too dry, like with like what I'm saying. I hope it's not too boring. Like, I want to appeal to the YouTube algorithm, but I don't want to blow smoke up your butts, up your asses. I'll just say it. That sounds lame as hell. If I say up your butts, I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, Sensonics is that they could be huge. That's why I love them so much. They're doing something really good for diabetics. Imagine closed loop Sensonics ever since glucose monitor. People with diabetes essentially have a bionic pancreas and forget they have diabetes just because they don't have to think about it at all. That would be crazy. Oh yeah, Starlink's could be a force to be reckoned with too. Who here would buy a plane ticket to Mars? Plane. Who here would buy a rocket ticket to Mars? If you were given a grant or something, I don't know, like if you were given the opportunity to go to Mars, would you do it? That seems really depressing though. Imagine going to another planet millions of miles away and then dying there. And your corpse is away from literally 99.999999999% of the population. It's kind of sad. It would be cool though, but cool is, I don't think, cool enough. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off here in like 10 minutes, give or take. So if you have any questions, anything you want to talk about, let me know. ETC got hacked. Dan Ross is like, yeah, take me to Mars. Fuck it, I don't care. ETC, are you talking about, what is ETC? Are you talking about Ethereum? Did you mean ETC stock company? Like, I don't get it. Notice this one right here went up, went down, like major wick up, did not breach that wick. Major wick down, has not breached that wick. It's going to stay in this area for a while, probably. There's no direction until it breaks below 250 or above like $4. What is ETC? Oh, you guys can't hear the music? Can you hear it now? Can you hear the music now? No way. It's so nice. It's like a really ambient vibe. I don't like that. Can you hear it now? Let me know if you can hear the music now that I changed that one setting. Does that make a difference? I changed one setting. What's up, Young Jung? How you doing? Did that make a difference? Please let me know if that made a difference in the music and you can hear it now. Yeah, I still don't know what ETCX is. How many votes do we got? We got 18 votes on the poll now. Still can't hear it? Huh. That's lame. I kind of don't like that. How do I don't get it. Oh well, whatever. Can't do anything. I already, yeah, I was. If you go, I mean, the thing is, you would have to look for it. That's the hard thing about streaming is like if you want to look for something, it's gonna be like way and like you have to look for it in the stream. That's the kind of hard part. I did talk about Nano Dimension already. Wait, did I actually though? Or am I thinking about yesterday? Yeah, that's my mother. She's yelling at my dogs right now, probably. It's okay, don't worry. No one's screaming bloody murder or anything. I mean, they are screaming bloody murder, but it's not gonna. It is no big deal. God, I wish you guys could hear the music and not screaming. That's what I want. I want you guys to hear this music. It's really nice. Alrighty, Lewis. I will see you later. Yeah, I'm gonna get off the stream here in like literally a few minutes. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask the questions now, so I can um, answer them the best I can, and we'll go from there. I'll literally take like maybe one or two questions, and then I'm gonna hop off. gonna figure out that music thing. Hey, Young Jung, I really appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. Young Jun asked, "What is my price target for Nano Dimension?" What is my price target? Honestly, um, I think Nano Dimension isn't going to do much, and if it does, it's probably going to head lower, down to like a price floor, which I think is around $6. Price target wise, I think maybe it'll stay between $6 and $8 for a while. Like it's not going to do too much in the near term. But again, guys, with like interest rates where it is, and we see the treasury rates are still falling, and they're signaling that there's less inflation now, which is crazy to me. But they're signaling that it's pretty much allowing all of our growth stocks within our portfolios it's giving it runway to continue moving higher. I just don't think it's going to happen as fast as people would like it to, which is okay. So just be patient. It's a waiting game. It's a game of patience. Golden Nugget. So Tillman Fertitta, huh? Golden Nugget. I mean, clearly downtrending. On a technical standpoint, Golden Nugget looks really good, and it's actually looking at some support right here. You can't really see it on the Heiken Ashi, but you can see it here. It's literally right at support right now because look, it gapped down and then it came back up. So this right here is the equivalent of a like a bounce. So just imagine this one green candlestick is this right here. Gap down, came back up. So there's resistance right here, broke through, acting as support, and it's looking really oversold on the daily. I mean, on the 4 hour, and it's approaching that on the daily too. So risk reward profile here in terms of purely technicals looks not too bad here. It's a lot better than buying it up here, right? So you just have to figure out what is your preferred entry? How low is low enough for you? We're 56% off the high right now too. And earnings is in a month from now. So it could trade lower for the month and earnings could blow expectations out of the water and it rallies. That's my take on it. Any other questions? I'm about to get off right now. Last question, literally last question, and then I'm gonna get off. $28, yeah. I don't see that happening for a while, but if it does happen, it'll happen very fast. At least if it squeezes. I don't know. I haven't checked the short interest or anything, but it'll happen when you least expect it. But I'm still gonna stick to it's gonna be slow and boring. But if it happens anything like this, I mean, you have to be in it now. You get what I'm saying? Like you're not going to chase it. I don't recommend chasing it. Like if you want something like this to happen, you need to already be invested in it. And remember that when you're selling it, you're going to be paying capital gains tax. Hyliion, I think Hyliion's pretty cool actually. I don't know how sustainable they are long term, but I mean, there's a ton of trucks that I think will be retrofitted with Hyliion's electric axle. So like pretty much guys who don't know what Hyliion has, they have their own fully electric truck, or I think it's hydrogen. I actually don't even remember. And they also have where you can replace. So on a truck, not including the trailer, okay, a truck, you have the front wheel and then the two back wheels on the truck. You replace one of the axles completely with the electric hydrogen axle, and then you have your normal drive axle, and then you have the engine. So you have like two sources of power. It's very interesting. Stock wise, I mean, it literally looks like it's pointing lower. I think it needs to come a little lower. It needs to do one of these again. I mean, it's looking bearish. So if you have a good long-term outlook on Hyliion, it's better to buy it on its like while it's trading lower than higher. But yeah, that's my thought on it. Okay, so that's pretty much all I'm going to talk about for the stream. This was like hour and a half long. If you guys want to go back on it, you guys can look back on the stream and figure out if there's anything that interests you that you might have missed that we talked about earlier. I did mention briefly about health too, and really taking care of your health while you accumulate these stocks, because what's the point of accumulating if you can't enjoy any of the wealth that you're building now, 10, 20 years from now, if you're not, taking care of yourself now. So take it as a note to take care of yourself too. But anyways, that is it for this video, guys. If you guys learned anything, if you guys are, investors, I mean, this is a place that I want to be for all investors to come if they just want, a really sobering approach to investing. I try to not hype up anything too much, if at all. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button on this stream. It really helps the YouTube algorithm a whole lot. And if you want to support the channel and get my thoughts, ideas, trades, interact with other people in this community already, go to the pinned link in the chat box. Also, it's www.patreon.com/JP investing. That's all one word. And you can join the Patreon there. There might be some slots for $1.50 a month. But right now, the cheapest one is $5 a month. And I do that because it is simply a small price to pay for the information that I'm providing. So thank you guys for sticking around for the stream. All my fans and supporters who have been around since the beginning, you guys are freaking amazing. I'm so glad that you guys are here to listen to me, because I mean, it would suck to have all the things that I know stuck up here, and I'm glad I can share it with you guys. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next stream. Peace.